So once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a community that lived in a large glass dome. For generations, families were born, lived, and died in that dome. The message handed down was clear. If you left the dome, you would surely die. So no one left the dome. They even tied it to the ultimate punishment. If someone committed a serious crime, they would get banished from the dome, and death was certain. No one committed any serious crime until one day, one man did. The community escorted him to the end of the dome and pushed him out. Then they put their noses against the walls of the dome and waited, watched, sure that he was going to die. The man first lay face down on the grass, clenching his fist, shivering in fear, looking forward for death, but nothing happened. So he sat up, looked around, and then slowly started standing up. To the astonishment of the people inside the dome, he started slowly dancing on the green grass. Swaying from one side to the other, trying his legs, trying his hands. They all seemed to work fine. The people within the dome were astonished. They were bewildered. They had expected that once he was banished, he was surely going to die. But he seemed to be doing fantastic with it, outside. As the confusion and stress built up, the man started jumping and shouting to the people within the dome, "Come out, come dance with me." Now, as the confusion increased, something had to be done. So the people inside the dome got huge buckets of paint and brushes, and they started painting the walls black until they could see that this man, happy dancing man, no more. Only then they felt safe to return their life to the way it was before. And what was the heinous crime this man committed? He was an innovator. I was born in Bangalore, India. My family wasn't very wealthy. My parents couldn't give me everything they wanted. In fact, my mom, Renuka, took a lot of hardships, even took loans to send my sister and I to the best of schools. In the late 80s, India was a third world country. Idle hands are a devil's workshop. I did my share trying to keep my friends and I from getting into trouble. I had to put in a lot of effort to keep them on the right side of the tracks. One day I got a brilliant idea to venture outside the dome. The rich boys in my extended group gave me money to make an offer to the owner of a failing nightclub. I would lease his premises in the afternoon when the club wasn't being used to run an underage discotheque. He overwhelmingly accepted my offer. I was giving him a good share of the profits. It was an overnight sensation. Brought in so much of revenue, so much so, the owner of the nightclub decided to shut it down and give me complete use of those premises. The surplus of money I used to create scholarships for the poorer boys and girls to attend the schools we had. This was not only my first entrepreneurial venture, it was also my first sense at merging passion with purpose. My mom always encouraged me to settle down in the US. I still remember her telling me, "We will not leave you a lot of money. You will not inherit large properties. We will only give you a basic, great education." Coming to the US, I had a chance to convert my vision into ventures. On the second day in the US, I was successful in getting a complete assistantship to do my master's in the New Jersey Institute of Technology. From that master's 30 or so years ago until today, this country has been a gift to me that has never stopped giving. For someone coming fresh off the boat, so to speak, wanting to succeed in a foreign land, this is a momentous movement, getting an assistantship and all. Mine is just one of hundreds of stories that makes the US what it is today. A superpower, not only because of its military strength, but because it gives ordinary men and women like me a driven sense of purpose. I created Alpha Omega, my company, not only to merely produce a profit, but create something of significant value and give back to this country that's given me an opportunity. I had an overwhelming desire to meld passion with purpose-driven leadership. George Carlin said, "Some people see a glass half full, some people see a glass half empty. I see a glass that is twice the size that it needs to be." I sleep well at night. If there's anything that keeps me up, it's this sense of despair that my 5-year-old and 8-year-old may never see a world where the US continues to be a global power. With the political unrest, the conflicts around the world, this is becoming highly likely. I find this daunting. The mission of my company, Alpha Omega, is to ensure the US continues its global leadership. Innovation, entrepreneurship, embracing change are all foundation tenets that support our mission. Innovation is that ability to see an opportunity where everybody else sees a threat. Now, I give you this. To ensure lasting impact, connect yourself to those opportunities in service, values, and a relentless commitment to people. Innovation is what I want to share a little bit about. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional, even though only wet babies like change. Coretta Scott King, Martin Luther King's wife, often said that it's not important how powerful your opinion is. If you don't use your power to make positive change, you're indeed part of the problem. Here is the challenge that I give you. What are you doing now to connect yourself to manifest entrepreneurship, innovation, and adapt to change in your personal lives, in your schools, colleges, and in your companies? More importantly, what are you doing today to step out of the dome, throw away the black paint, and dance with the innovators? There is a common proverb that you've heard, right? When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. I extend this to say, I absolutely believe you should make lemonade when life gives you lemons. I also add and say, look for someone whose life has given them vodka and have one big, great party. Thank you.